healnow.tv. So this week, see, I have my spiritual teacher. He teaches me, but everybody needs to learn. Doesn't matter whether you are in recovery or not in recovery.
Right.
Everybody has a challenge. I go through my challenges. I'm sure it is going to be different in scale. But what I learned from him this week was everything is an imagination in our mind.
Right.
But the reality is our body. If we understand and connect with the body and do what the body wants, you can reset your life. But this is the toughest thing to teach. It's like, so being grounded, So one of the things, just before you came, the other girl, I was telling her, is start a Serenity Garden, this indoor garden, right?
Right.
So it doesn't matter. The thing is, by focusing on one task, just one task, and learning through that.
Right.
So for me, my goal is to create a forest bonsai. Do you know how much work it is to go learn how a plant turns its hand, when you get to the branches?
Right.
When they're growing, it takes them maybe 5 years. Wow. But in bonsai, you study a tree and recreate it in nature inside. And that was, and I went for the bonsai class last weekend, and it really was eye-opening. And I felt just doing nature, grounds us more. Because there was a book written by Jeff Brown called The Winner's Brain. If you can get a chance,
Winner's Brain?
Winner's Brain. Have you read that?
No, I haven't.
He's a neuropsychiatrist or neuroanatomist, or I forgot his title, but he's from Harvard. But he interviewed a lot of people, and he found people who successfully complete a task in their life and achieve things had a certain attitude about them, and that's what he brought together in that book. It's what makes one person succeed versus not succeed. But if I can just give you one tip that helped me, was I used to stress about my kids. My kids are in their teenage years, and sometimes you worry whether they're going to make the right decision. Just like how you're worrying about your daughter, right? So one of the things he said is they were following a guy who was brilliant. He was working in railways. He was laying tracks.
Yeah.
It's older days, 1930, I forgot it's 30s or that when they were doing the rail tracks and stuff. So apparently there was a very sharp equipment that flew and hit his brain on the left side.
Wow.
It pierced, and so he ended up having a surgery. So they all were shocked to know what would happen to his cognition, how would he understand and stuff. And they followed his progress afterwards. And what they found was when he recovered, he didn't have the skills he used to have before. But
he had skills.
He had a skill, if you give him carpentry work, right? If he repeats again and again and again, he got better.
Right.
So repetitive task works for people who wants to stay ahead. So that's what in recovery I teach. I feel it's not you need to be smart, you need to be consistent.
Right.
And once you're consistent, you can get good at it. And once you get good at it, you get confident. Once you get confident, you will have self-respect. When you have self-respect, you develop character.
Right.
When you develop character, you wouldn't settle for less.
Right.
Right? Like Mother Teresa says another way, she says what you think, you act. When you act, you create habits. When you create habits, it becomes a character. I wrote my positive anonymous 12-step program I run.
Oh,
this is just to change behaviors. But the thing is, it's all about behaviors. How do you change a behavior is just changing the way you think. And so my teacher last week, he was saying to us that everything we project our life to be is the imagination of our thinking.
Can you buy this?
Yes, it's $10 a piece. It's print on demand. Like just like AA books. They
Huh?
print just like AA books, Alcoholic Anonymous
Yeah.
books. We print if you need it.
Oh, I see.
So like you can go to Barnes and Noble, buy it. Online it's available free. Positive12steps.org.
Oh, okay. Well, Barnes and Noble, I'm always in there, but I've never seen that.
Yeah, you can request the catalog number.
Oh,
You
okay.
need this number. But anyway, so what I'm saying is, if you do not want to stress, you need to create one habit that's going to give you peace.
Right.
And it doesn't matter what it is. Once you learn that, perfect it again and again and again and again.
And I need to, going along with that, I need to have a purpose in my life, because I sit around, I mean, now I'm going to get back to my exercise and stuff, but I don't really have anything to do during the day, and I have all this time before me, and I just, I used to work as a medical receptionist, and I was so happy, and things have changed. I can't work, I'm just not well enough physically, but I just, I don't know.
What is your passion? What do you like?
I mean, I like to read. I like to help people. I've thought of getting involved with this one woman I know who helps the homeless. I've thought about that. I'm just a little scared.
Okay, so I'm going to recap. These are all the things you say, but it doesn't make sense to me because you don't believe in it. I'm going to come from another space because I feel you rather than hear you. What you told me the minute you came in is the reason you're stuck is because you feel worried about your daughter's mental illness and you're there to help your grandchild.
Right.
So think of life as waste management. Remember the truck that goes around? Waste management, WM.
Yeah.
Waste is your weakness. Okay, if you write down on one side of the card, what is your weakness? The other side is mastery. What are you very good at? You're telling me, oh, I am mastered, working with homeless and stuff. But your weakness is worrying about your 4-year-old who you feel you need to protect him.
I worry about my 11-year-old. Yeah.
But the thing is, the weakness is where your soul is. You don't pay attention to it. All this crap you do as mastery is going to disengage you from doing what is your important purpose, being the grandmother for the kids who are stressed. So stop all that mastery, come back to weakness. Weakness is your wealth. So every day, YouTube, it's free. Read a story to your grandson, whether you are alive or not. So even after you're gone, you would have built a nest for him to listen to you.
Right, I do.
So what I'm saying is, he doesn't need to be there. Like how I'm talking to you. You need to create your own channel and every day tell a story about you. And nobody needs to know, because this is a special gift, a treasure you're going to leave for him. So create the treasure between you and him. What is so precious about him? What do you love him for? Because sometimes, we don't have enough time to tell them we love them. You know why I'm recording all this is, one day I feel my children don't listen to me, but I'm thinking if I'm not there in this world, one day they'll look at my channel and say, oh, this is what mom was thinking. What I'm saying is, we leave our legacy for our future.
Right.
And I feel the tears is because you know what you need to do and you haven't got to it. And that's what is killing you inside. And that's what makes you have that pain, because you haven't resolved it inside. So you need to read to that little girl inside who's crying. You need to read to the little boy you were worried about leaving behind. You need to also talk to your mate who was there for 18 years, who doesn't value your time in his life. So, grow the garden. Have you seen that movie Shack?
No, I haven't. And I haven't even read the book. No,
because what happens in that? I don't want to be the spoiler, but she creates a garden in the heart. So you're going to create, whatever it is, the story of the heart, or create a theme. That's your purpose. Okay. And I feel what you're calling as a purpose to fix the world is useless. There are government institutions that's failing. Nobody can fix this homelessness. Don't even worry. You know, people will be taken care of. What you need to take care of is yourself and your family. If you fix your home, homelessness will end. You need to end your homelessness inside. You need to bring you home, bring your grandson home, bring your ex-husband home. So that's what you're going to focus on. Does it make sense to you?
Yeah.
So just start one task this week. What would be the agreement you're going to make with me?
No, I don't know. I have
Read
to think
one
about
story.
this.
What I'm saying is read one story that you can talk to your grandson about it. Like, you know, write a story. Like it doesn't need to be a real story, but the character be you and him playing that role. Like, you know, write your story and it can just be something you can say.
Right.
Because sometimes when you write, like, you know, you think a lot.
I write. I do write too.
So write, if you can write a story, but it has to be said in a way, like think of it as you as an animal. What would you choose to be as an animal? And think of your grandson as, like, you know, the animal who is watching out for the other animal. You know, pick two characters. Ask him what he would be as an animal. And what would you choose to be as an
I'm a
animal?
little confused with all this, to be honest. I mean, I could write. It's easier for me to write down something like as if I'm talking to him as me.
But the problem is when you talk to him as you, kids, like, you know, because adults use adult languages.
But by the time he reads this, hopefully he won't be a child.
Would you rather do it that way? Yeah, do it that way.
Because I can't. I'm not gonna. I don't know. I'll try.
What would you be as an animal?
I don't know.
So how would the dog talk to a puppy?
With love.
So think of it as a dog, you know. You're a dog, you don't have lots of words. You want to show them. So you can use words but in a minimal way. And, like, you know, see what is the most important thing you want to see in that puppy's life. What is it that puppy is going through? You know, so do it in a way that makes sense to a child.
Okay. Try.
But you can also do both ways. Do it your way as an adult,
Mhm.
and also try to think of it as a puppy. And we'll talk about it next week.
Okay.
So that way you will have two different angles. So I'm gonna help you evolve that theme. Does it make sense?
A little bit.
So you're going to do fine. I believe in you.